Hello and welcome back, people. My name is Reza Afshar. This is Chris Bridgen. Guys, God is at work in the Middle East. We have picked up on a quite interesting story.
Yeah, guys, did you know that many Muslims across the Middle East are having dreams of Jesus Christ? Take a look at this video.
Hazem Faraj hosts a satellite TV program for Muslims called Reflections. He says he hears from Muslims all the time who tell him they had a dream or vision of Jesus Christ that forever changed their lives.
I had one lady write me and said I had had a nightmare, and she said I turned on the television and there you were. And she said, and the words that were coming out of your mouth were so peaceful, I fell asleep. And she said, and when I fell asleep, I ended up having a vision of Jesus. She said, I saw the Lord. She wasn't a believer. She said, I saw the Lord Jesus, and he was in a bright white robe. He pointed to a man who I knew in the dream was Abraham. And he was sacrificing Isaac. And she said, as soon as I had looked over, I had known that Jesus was the Christ, sacrificed, the Son of God.
Across the Muslim world, from Indonesia to Morocco, Muslim men and women are turning to faith in Jesus Christ in unprecedented numbers. For many, their conversions are not simply the result of missionaries or preachers sharing the gospel with them. Instead, these Muslims are coming to Christ because they've had dreams and visions where Jesus himself appears to them. Ali also met Jesus in a dream while on his way to Mecca for the Muslim pilgrimage called the Hajj.
Of course, when I went to Mecca, I was going there in order to pay homage to the Kaaba and to fulfill the requirements in Islam. But that night I saw Jesus in a dream. First, Jesus touched my forehead with his finger. And after touching me, he said, "You belong to me." And then he touched me above my heart. "You have been saved. Follow me." "You belong to me," he said. So I decided, okay, I am not going to finish the Hajj, the pilgrimage. Whatever it takes, I am going to follow that voice.
This woman comes from a Central Asian country. Her identity is hidden for security reasons.
In the church, if you ask how people came to Christ, 80% will say they saw him in a dream.
A Christian friend challenged this woman to ask God to speak to her personally.
So I decided to ask him, and so I did. And then the next day, I guess, I saw a dream, and in my dream, I saw Jesus was a bridge. I decided to come to him.
Many veteran missionaries say these dreams and visions, combined with satellite television, are reaching Muslims in unprecedented numbers. They say more Muslims are coming to Jesus Christ than at any other time in the 1400-year history of Islam.
So just to reiterate, missionaries are saying that more Muslims are coming to faith than any other time in the 1400-year history of Islam. It's incredible. And this is a combination of dreams of Jesus and the gospel being preached through satellite TV, which is illegal in some countries, especially Iran. Now in 2006, Mohabbat TV became the first 24-hour Farsi Christian channel to beam gospel TV into the Islamic Republic of Iran. Take a look at this short video.
Many Iranians, especially the young, feel disillusioned with Islam, and record numbers are turning to this channel to learn more about Christianity.
Roughly about 16 million Iranians within the last 12 months have viewed one or more of our programs on satellite TV and also on their mobile devices. That roughly translates to about 20% of Iran's population, and that is an overwhelming number. We had never seen such an unprecedented growth of an underground church anywhere else before.
Guys, again, to reiterate, 16 million Iranians, which is 20% of Iran's population, have viewed a Christian TV program over the last 12 months. 16 million. It's an incredible number. And they receive this Christian station via a satellite dish, which is illegal, and you can be sent to prison for it. It's terrible out there. And this is an image from Tehran, the capital of Iran. And as you can see, satellite dishes cover the rooftops. And according to World Mission, the underground church in Iran is one of the fastest growing churches in the world. It's incredible what God is doing in the Middle East. He's really pushing the gospel, these dreams and visions, and really the preaching of the gospel through satellite TV.
Yeah,
it's the modern day way.
It's a subject close to my heart as well. Like most of you know, that I'm actually half Iranian. My father is Iranian, my mother is English, so I do have a heart for my own, ancestors and history and brothers and sisters out there. But a door, it's interesting, Chris, a door has not yet opened for this ministry or me to really minister to them, though. So I don't know if there's going to be a timing in that one, but I would love to go to Iran. I would love to meet fellow Christians out there and see what the Lord's doing. In England, it just comes across like it's a bit dry. There's not that much revival going on.
No.
So to be amongst the Spirit of God, where people are really seeking Him, and
because they're risking their lives, aren't they, as well? And some of these people are literally risking their lives by becoming Christian because they can't speak about their faith, especially in Iran, because there are spies. There are literally spies about.
Yeah, definitely.
And you can be put in prison and all sorts of stuff. So it's very dangerous to sort of preach the gospel. And I think this is where satellite TV is coming in. It's doing something that people can't necessarily do on the ground. They're beaming it into all these countries across the Middle East, and it's reaching people. Yeah. And I think this is, God is moving.
So Iran's an interesting place. You've got this big political unrest. People are not happy with politics out there, not happy with religion, and also with, I'd say, a lot of the young people are questioning what's going on. And I think what we're seeing is a lot of people are really seeking God with their heart and really asking the Lord, who are you? Asking, quizzing the Quran, is it real? Or is Jesus real? Is Jesus really the way to God? Or, people are not sure. And so at the moment, you're getting a lot of people seeking God. And that's what the Bible talks about, is just to seek Him, seek Lord, seek God, seek Jesus, and you'll get answers. And I think there's a lot of that seeking going on. In the UK, I don't think it's really happening as that much. So that's why, people may question, why is revival happening out there? Well, I think it has to do with the heart motive. It has to do with people really searching and looking for God, looking for answers.
It reminds me of the time of Jesus when, the gospel was effectively preached to the Jews first, and the majority of them, from my understanding, dismissed it. And then Paul, the Apostle Paul, went to the Gentiles because they would receive the gospel. And in this modern day age of 2,000 years of the gospel message, the Christian nations are really hardened to it. So the message is now going out to the Muslim nations, and they're accepting it. Because as the video says, a lot of countries across the Middle East are accepting the message of Jesus Christ. And our Bible projects really cover places like Egypt, Turkey, Pakistan, predominantly Muslim countries, and they seem to be accepting the message of Jesus Christ. Yeah. So it's great. And I think this is where we want to pour all of our sort of resources and finances from you guys into these countries, because they will accept it.
It's good ground, isn't it?
It's good ground, yeah. It is definitely good ground.
Well, if you are from the Middle East, if you are Iranian, wherever you're from, love to hear from you. Put your stories down. If you've witnessed revival, love to hear from you. If you've seen anything miraculous, or received any revelation from God, love to hear from you. Any stories that you have, definitely put them in the comments below, because we do look at them. So that would be awesome. Okay, Chris, brilliant, good video. All right, guys, we'll see you soon. We've got another video coming up soon. Thanks for all the support. Really, really, really appreciate it. And we will definitely keep you updated with the projects, because that's really kind of spurring us on at the moment. All right, see you later.